What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Drive Show. Today I have an M2 recap. Well, a Drive Show recap. And I'm going to review the M2. Since then, the G87 has come out and a lot of people are in the middle about the looks. I just wanted to come back and just show you guys the history of an M2. So the M2 started off as a standard M2 with the N55 engine on it. And this specific competition was where BMW showed everybody that the M2 is actually a full-on M car when they decided to add the S55 engine. That's the same engine that's on the F80, F82, M3 and M4. Let's check what this car has in store.
And that right there was the cold start of the S55 powered M2 competition. In my opinion, I'll just throw in an equal length exhaust into this car and that would just sound perfect for me. But a lot of people still prefer the stock exhaust and some people prefer the N55 sound, which is actually separating the community. So you guys let me know what you think is the best sound or the best exhaust setup for this M2 on the comment below. Moving right on to the looks of this car. I honestly believe that looks are subjective, but to be honest, you'd be lying if you're saying this car does not look aggressive and quite nice. The front end design looks so aggressive with those swooping lines that seem to be meeting at the dead center of the bumper, and that is just one of the best looking front ends that BMW has ever created. The side profile reminds me of the E82 1M, which I was actually also a fan of that car, and we all know that this kind of inherited that and just morphed into its own series or its own line. Nonetheless, that out the way, I think this is arguably better looking than the G87 M2. BMW fanboys, myself included, were actually disappointed that the M2 did not come with a carbon roof option, although BMW actually spoke to the people and introduced the carbon roof option on the M2 CS. The new M2 though can actually get optioned in with a carbon roof. Moving over to the interior, this is actually when the M2 got proper M car treatment, with the introduction to the M Sport seats that are similar to the ones on the F80 M3 and F82 M4. The rest of the interior was actually still the same. This updated a few things there and there. It was the same DCT shift knob, the same steering wheel, the same infotainment system, of course with the updated iDrive, and I really love the LCI instrument cluster as well. In summary, the updated interior and the updated headlights, including that S55 engine putting down 302 kilowatts of power and 550 Newton meters of torque. This car is still not dated, so I think if you're still looking into the M2 market, you should still consider the previous generation M2 Competition. Looking at the car prices right now, these are selling at a competitive price of R1,000,000. This exact same one here on the video is a 2020 model with 28,000 kilometers on the clock, is selling for R1,019,099.
If you guys liked that video, please like and subscribe, and a huge shout out to S4 Auto for letting us review this car. Well, not really review, but do a recap on it because we didn't really get to drive it, which is understandable. I mean, this is an M car and you can't just toss it around and give it to anyone. We know these cars are tail happy cars, and with an S55 in it, recipe for disaster. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and catch you guys later on the next recap or review.